Hello and welcome back to the WP Club YouTube channel. As you may know, WordPress is one of the best CMS platforms and is really good to fulfill all your aims. But sometimes some unexpected errors can occur and you should fix them. And in this case, you might ask yourself how to troubleshoot my website. We are here to help you, so keep watching our tutorial to know more about the troubleshooting process. So now we'll learn how to troubleshoot the website without the developer's help. That means that we are going to determine what are the source of errors, what cases we can meet, etc. For example, if we do not have a syntax or fatal error from PHP and by opening a dashboard, we notice a JavaScript error or plugins conflict in the front end and want to know what is the source of that conflict. We need to troubleshoot the website to understand it. At first, we need to back up our website, and I would like to recommend the Updraft Plus plugin to back up the website. So we need to enter the dashboard and find the Backup Now button. Here we need to choose both the files and database. Then we press the backup and the loading process will start. And then it appears in the list. Here we can click on plugins and download the zip file to save. And after that, if there are any problems, for example the styles are lost or any error occurs on DB, then we can restore all the current files and base. After backing up the website, I would recommend you to install some plugins. In the WordPress debugging page, you will be offered to install Query Monitor, Debug Bar. So I have installed the debug bar and I can see what queries worked during the loading process and shows the JavaScript errors. So if there are any JS errors, the button will turn red and we'll notice them. And the next plugin is Query Monitor, which I consider as a must-have plugin. Everything connected to your website, whether they are queries, errors, scripts or styles, are loaded and displayed as a sidebar. It is really a good plugin. And if there is an error, the buttons turn to different colors depending on the type of the issue. If the problem is more serious, the displayed color will be red. In the case of undefined variable in PHP, the color will be brown, and that should be checked and corrected. And in the case of slow queries, the color turns yellow. And the next plugin is Error Log Monitor. If we scroll down on the dashboard, we'll notice a box on which we see the errors of the error log file with its help. So when you find any issue or error, then in the server there's a PHP error log file and it turned on, and all the errors will be added to the error line and type. And now let us start from the beginning. And now we are in the website file manager where we should find the wp-config.php file, and that is in the public HTML. So now we should open it for the editing. Here we should add constants. We'll take the constants from this part and paste it here. The debug mode will be turned on. So the debug log will create wp.contents.debug.log file. If it is true, then the PHP errors will be added each time. And the WP debug display will show the errors both in public and in the front end and will be typed on the screen, so we can make it true. And here is the script debug. It is for the developer version to use the JS and CSS files, so we shall not use it currently, and we can remove it, then save. So now if we go to the dashboard, then we shall see the error log monitor below. Also we'll notice the displayed errors. All these are placed on the WP contents debug log. And if there is a conflict and we want to know what is its source, then we should go to the plugins section and see what plugins we have activated or deactivated. So we need to deactivate all the plugins and clean the caches if we have any caching plugin, and check if there occurred any error in the front end or whether the conflicts are fixed or not. So it is important to know that there are certain types of caches. For example, the browser's cache, so we should clean the caches by pressing clean browsing data or do it manually. And the second is plugins cache, and while troubleshooting your website you need to remove them to see the changes. And the highest level of the caches and the highest level of the caches is DB cache. That means that our database is cached and we cannot make any changes. So we need to delete it with the help of cPanel if it is turned on. Imagine the situation that any plugin is updated automatically or a conflict occurred and you cannot open the website as it shows the fatal error. So this error is displayed via Query Monitor plugin. That is why installing and activating this plugin is very important, as in the case of some plugins you will be only notified to troubleshoot your website but will not be informed what is the exact issue. And now we will see where is the error. Let's see what will happen if the Query Monitor plugin was deactivated. Let's open in the same way and save. The displayed results are in the consequence of our previous steps and when we wrote the debug through. Let's enter the WP config, scroll down and find this. It was false and we saved it, then we would not see the error. So at first we should turn on the constant and write here true. If we do not have an error log monitor, we can see the error placement via this action. So at first we should turn on the constant and write here true. If we do not have an error log monitor, we can see the error placement via this action. WP content plugins in this certain plugin in this direction and PHP in the 14th line. So let's check it and find out the error in the 14th line. After correcting and updating the page, we'll see the issue fixed. The other version is via DB. Now we can see the errors appeared in this place. That means that the errors are added in that files and then displayed here. If there was another issue, then it would be shown by the Query Monitor plugin and the color would turn red. So there is also another method when we make changes from DB. Let's learn that case also. Now I am in the phpMyAdmin, the database where all the data is saved. So here is my database where I'll find all the tables. So here we should find one of the WordPress default table named wp.options. So we enter it, seeing the table with all the data available. We need to find the active plugins field. So let's open the error so that the plugin does not open it. There should be a critical error. And now we can remove the active plugins via DB. For example, we can remove this one and save it in the code digits. We should keep the option value field empty. Then save the DB. And now if we go to the WordPress, we'll see that all the plugins are deactivated. And if we try to activate them and they are not activated, then we'll see the error displayed by WordPress. And after all, if we notice that the problem is not connected to the plugins, then it is most likely that the issue is related to the themes. So we should find the template and see the name of our theme. Here we can change it with 2020, one of the default WordPress themes, and we'll understand whether the issue is connected to the theme or not. And if we do not have access to the WordPress admin dashboard, then we can change the theme in phpMyAdmin. This is by entering the name of the theme folder correctly. By doing this, we shall reveal whether the error is caused by the theme or not. So we have learned many necessary things today. That is how to troubleshoot your website to reveal all the possible errors on it. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn the notifications on. Much more is coming soon.